It was past midnight. The skies above Iran were calm. Cities were quiet, streets empty, people sleeping. But far above the clouds, something was coming. For many years, Iran has been building nuclear sites underground. They say it's for energy. But many countries, including Israel, believe Iran is secretly trying to make nuclear weapons. In early 2025, Israel started attacking Iranian military sites. Iran fired missiles back. The region became more and more dangerous. Iran also began working on new nuclear sites, so deep, no normal bomb could reach them. That's when the US decided it was time to step in, but not just any plane, a bomber, so advanced, so quiet, it couldn't be seen by radar. This was the B-2 Spirit. The US didn't just wake up and bomb Iran. This mission was planned in secret for months. First, they watched Iran from space, using spy satellites and high-altitude planes. Then came the intelligence reports. Iran was hiding important nuclear work in 3 places: Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. All of them were deep underground, surrounded by concrete and steel. Normal bombs couldn't reach them. Missiles couldn't break them. So the US prepared a different kind of strike, one that had to be silent, fast, and unstoppable. To break into Iran's most protected nuclear sites, the US couldn't use just any bomb. These places weren't above ground. They were buried deep under rock, steel, and reinforced concrete. So, the US picked its strongest tools, each one chosen like pieces in a secret puzzle. The first weapon wasn't even a bomb. It was the plane that would carry it, the B-2 Spirit. This aircraft doesn't look like a normal plane. It has no tail, no sharp edges, just a smooth black wing that seems to disappear in the night sky. Why? Because it's built for one purpose: stealth. It doesn't show up on radar. It makes almost no sound. It flies high and far, over oceans, across countries, into danger, and no one knows it's there. Only 20 B-2s exist, and on this night, 3 of them were loaded with one of America's most powerful bombs. Deep inside each B-2 bomber was a huge weapon, the GBU-57AB, also known as the Massive Ordnance Penetrator. It's not small, it's not fast, it's not flashy, it's heavy, weighing more than 30,000 pounds. That's heavier than a school bus. From beneath the sea, they launched Tomahawk cruise missiles, over 30 of them. These missiles don't fly high like rockets. They stay low, near the ground, weaving through valleys and avoiding radar. They are smart, quiet, and accurate. Each one is programmed with coordinates, almost like GPS for a missile. And when they hit, they strike exactly where they are told. Why use all 3? The B-2 bombers dropped the big bunker busters to destroy the deep underground labs. The submarines launched Tomahawks to hit air defense systems, power stations, and anything else protecting those labs. It was a coordinated attack from above and below, meant to leave Iran confused, blind, and unable to react. No country had ever tried this exact mix before, but on that night, the plan was in motion, and the world was about to see what these weapons could really do. On June 21st, just before dawn in Iran, the operation began. 3 B-2 bombers took off from Andersen Air Force Base in Guam. At the same time, US submarines in the Persian Gulf fired cruise missiles. The bombers dropped the bunker busters with perfect timing. Seconds later, Tomahawks came from the sea. One by one, the strikes hit Fordo, Natanz, Isfahan. The ground shook, fires rose. Iranian radar didn't even see it coming. And just like that, it was over. The bombers turned and disappeared into the night.
Tonight I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated.
But Iran didn't agree. They called it an act of war. Crowds filled the streets in Tehran. Leaders promised revenge. Air defenses were activated. Missiles were moved. Russia and China said they were watching closely. Israel said they supported the strike. And millions around the world asked the same question. Will Iran strike back? Will the US hit again? Or was this the first step toward a much bigger war? Right now, the world is waiting, watching, wondering what comes next. This story is far from over.